Welcome back to Beat the Gamesmaster, the only show on YouTube where we get soft and moist over the things that matter in life. Freshly laundered towels, hot Ribena, and video games. So let's begin tonight by pitting our skills against the Gamesmaster and his first challenge, which is...
The first of this week's Jolly Jaunts is on a fishy little game called Robocod. To satisfy me, you will need to get through the very first level in less than 1 minute, collecting 50,000 points in the process. You can amass these points by collecting bonus items from around the level and by jumping on villains. A little tip. Don't forget to use the hydraulic stretch body, which will enable you to get past spikes unharmed when there's not sufficient room to jump. 50,000 points in 1 minute. Seize the moment.
If there's anybody out there who fancies taking on the guise of James Pond Robocod, could they please thrust their arms into the air? Who have we got here? Mark Wright. Mark Wright, rock legend. Okay, and next we have?
Julie Marlowe.
Welcome to Gamesmaster, Julie. And finally?
Claire McNeely.
Claire, are you ready? Okay, we're coming up for nearly halfway through the challenge, and she's... Oh! Hey, Mark, are you ready?
Yeah. Well, that's it. There we are. We'll stay on this platform now.
Oh, we made it. Oh, we need to... Oh! Just walloped by the snake. Julie, are you ready?
Yep.
That's poison.
She's got 10 seconds left. 20,000 points. She's going to have to really motor now. Oh, so spikes. Oh, to the outside step, 1,000 points. And 3 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. I think she's going to get it. Oh!
Yeah, so this was thrown straight into the crowd, which means I've got a one-try challenge again, which I hate, and a game that I've never even played, James Pond, no history with this, bollocks to you. Let's try and put these kids in their place anyway, let's go for it. Here we are, James Pond on the Mega Drive. Oh, this is not the level. Yeah, a problem that I had is I actually didn't know what level I was supposed to be starting on, because this is how you start the game. And I didn't realise that this level, what I'm coming up now, is the challenge. So that's my fault. Is this the level? Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, god damn it. So there you see, wasting enough 10 seconds before even realising that I was actually doing the challenge. So it's something like 50,000 points in a time, isn't it? Okay. Another thing I forgot to do was to actually check what my objective was. So I knew there was the 50,000 points, but I didn't even realise there was a time limit on this. Well, that completely threw me because I did not realise. Yeah, just complete ignorance on my behalf there. Just went into it too blind. That we were actually starting like this. So, bloody snake in the way. One thing I've got to say about this game, the controls, man, Jesus. Oh, slippy controls. Not a fan of how this operates at all. Well, points-wise, we're doing alright, aren't we? Oh, come on, the hit detection on these, goddamn, he's very slippy, this jumping. I mean, I just failed, but points, 48,000, come on. Had an extra few 10 seconds on there, easy. There we go, would have smashed it, no problem. Can I just do this for the rest of the level? None of them other kids made it. On for shits and giggles now. I don't know if this is a cheap tactic, because now my issue is I don't know where the floor is. I'm presuming it's where that snake is, but why chance it? Why chance it at all? None of this really matters at this point. I don't even need to, it's a fail no matter what happens, but let's see what happens. Oh, a big snake there. And he killed me! So I didn't start well, but listen, I had a disadvantage here. I started the challenge before realising I'd started the challenge, because I didn't realise the level I had gone into was this level because of the nature of the game. So I got all the points, but it took me just over a minute because I didn't realise I was on that level. So yeah, I could have gone back and just done this challenge and none of you'd have known, and I'd have easily smashed it and got the golden joystick, but that's not what we're about here. I like to be honest, I like to be fair, and I like to be nice to people. So now let's try and wrestle a golden joystick out of another little boy's hand as we take on our second joystick challenge.
It's time to go to the muscle and hyperbole of the World Wrestling Federation for the second challenge. Didn't have anything like that in my day, but rather fun, isn't it? The first person to achieve a fall, holding your opponent's shoulders to the canvas for 3 seconds, for those of you who don't know, wins. So flex those biceps and prepare to grapple.
We have in the red corner, weighing in at 6 stone, the Hertfordshire hero, David Kay, And his opponent tonight, weighing in at considerably more than 6 stone, the most feared man in British wrestling, Kendo Nagasaki. David, welcome to Gamesmaster. Now, how do you fancy your chances against the man who has pasted Big Daddy in the past?
Bit confident, but I'll see how it goes.
Okay, that's great. Now, you're against Kendo, or can I call you Ken? Okay. How do you fancy your chance against David? He's a bit smaller than your average opponent.
Dominic, excuse me.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm Lloyd Ryan, Kendo's manager. I'm afraid you'll have to talk to me because Kendo won't speak to anybody.
Okay, then one perhaps you can answer then. How do you think Kendo will rate against an opponent somewhat smaller than he's used to?
I think you'll beat him quite easy. If you can beat people like Giant Haystacks and Pat Roach, I think this little fella here is going to be quite a walkover.
He's got to use A button.
Oh, no, but Hart takes the fall. Oh, and Kendo's flying at the corner post there. Hutton is, oh, he's got him. He's got to pin him down now. He's got to pin him down. He's got to pin him down. He's pinned him down. 1, 2, 3. Firstly, the prize that everybody wants to get their hands on, our special, humongous, golden Gamesmaster joystick.
Thank you.
And as a little extra, the official WWF Championship belt. Congratulations, David.
Thank you.
I haven't got to say anything about Kendo's defeat. I think we've been conned and we're not staying in here. We're going.
You're not going to believe this, but I've actually not got any history with this game. The first wrestling game I ever played was WWF Warzone on the PlayStation 1, and that's not because I was a big wrestling fan, because I wasn't. The only reason I bought that game is because I wanted to create my own wrestlers, which sounded like a really cool thing to do. So I would beat the crap out of each other with Dracula and the Teletubbies and whoever else, just make them all have a giant rumble. Before then, didn't really care too much about wrestling. Obviously I knew who people like Hulk Hogan was, and I probably recognised Warrior and Undertaker. In fact, I knew Hulk Hogan from the hit film Suburban Commando, which I taped off the telly, and even to this day, I will randomly say, such a nice place, or I wouldn't want to visit. So it was just, yeah, it was a good film. Guilty pleasure. Actually, no, it's not guilty. Friggin' love Suburban Commando. Come at me. That end villain, look at the costume. It's bloody amazing, I tell you. Amazing. But let's go away from wrestling because this video will be 4 hours long. Let's go to British wrestling. The most feared man in British wrestling is Kendo Nagasaki, or what, Nagasaki? However you say it. To be honest, I don't really know him, don't really know much about the British wrestling scene. Big Daddy, Haystacks, all that jazz, all before my time. And from what I've seen, I'll be honest, not really that impressed anyway. So let's forget about him. I think though, when it comes to this challenge, I would have absolutely kicked the crap out of Kendo because he does bugger all in this challenge. However, I can't play against Kendo, so I have to take on the computer. I had 3 attempts that went like this. I'm absolutely rubbish at the game. I'm terrible, but I'm going to take on the challenge anyway. And let's relive WrestleMania 3, Hulk versus Andre. Can I do it? Can I be a real American? We all know how this is going to go. Welcome to WrestleMania. Gotta say, while the game might be dog shit, the soundtrack's banging. 93,000 fans packing out the Silverdome. People are hanging from the rafters here. And he Hulk Hogan went for that signature dropkick of his, but he couldn't quite do it. Andre with the agility of a cat. Oh, big body slam. And a leg drop. And another leg drop. And look at that. Oh. Andre doing his usual runaround tactic, the rope-a-dope. Oh, he's going for a pin already. 1, 2, 3. Oh. And just like that, the golden joystick has... Not that. Jesus. Well, that was short and sweet. To the point. Gone. Absolute gone. Oh, do you ever just start something and think, why am I doing it? Why? Jesus, that's got to be the worst game that I've played so far. Horrendous. We'll never play that. So he can keep his joystick and his WWF title. In terms of the actual challenge, I haven't got anything to say about my defeat. I think I've been conned and I'm not staying around.
Not doing too well today, are we? 2 failures out of 2.
Perhaps I've been overestimating your ability.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm still a Triple Crown champion. Fine, let's go one more round then. Mr. Gamesmaster, how do you want to end the night?
I thought tonight we'd go out with a flurry on Thunder Force 3. Your mission is to get to the underwater world of Siren. But just to spice things up a little, I thought we'd have a bit of a hoot and put it on the rather tricky Mania mode. As well as negotiating the treacherous currents, you'll need to avoid or destroy all manner of mutant hybrids hell-bent on your destruction. Only then will you be able to take on the decidedly resilient Piscine end-of-level Guardian, the last obstacle between you and glory. Good luck. The galaxy is depending on you.
Let's play a game. Read my mind, have I ever heard or played this game before? No. And this is the third game in the series, and still never heard of it. You're either one of them shooter guys, or you're not a shooter guy. I was never really a shooter guy, so obviously I'm not very confident about this, but luckily neither is our challenger. So let's meet him and see how he does.
Welcome to Gamesmaster, Jeremy. Now, in this game, you're on the planet Siren on Mania level. It's going to be pretty tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you fancy your chances?
I'm not exactly confident, but I'll have a go.
Are you ready? Then start the game.
Off he goes.
Okay, lovely triangle water, but it's going to change quickly, Neil.
It certainly will.
Oh, he's bought
lost
one
a life already.
Lovely manoeuvring there. Oh my God!
Straight from the top.
Right on his head, stumped him a bit. Game over for Jeremy.
Well, on the plus side, Jezza, he didn't win anything neither, so there's still a vacant golden joystick. And we're not even going to show you my free challenge attempts, you can probably guess how they won. But let's get this hair takeover quickly, let's just friggin' do it. Thunder Force 3 on the Mega Drive. So I've played the game for 10 minutes, and I know what kind of game it is. It doesn't really matter what happens, because you're either into these kind of games or you're not, and I've never really been into them. So I don't think it really matters. I'm not gonna do very well. Should be noted that Jeremy also got around 8,580 points, so that's a score that I could try and go for as well. Not that it matters. Yep, as you can see, already getting my ass on this. However, already down to the last life or so. There we go. That's the final life now. Now we're coming up to the big infamous squid helmet monster man. Got him. Hey, I killed the big squiddy dog. So there's something to put on the CV when applying for jobs next time. Oh, well. There we go. Challenge over. Failure. 3 challenges, 3 failures. The James Pond one still bothers me because I know I would have nailed it had I known I was on the right one. The other 2, not too bothered. I could have trained all my life and I wouldn't have got anywhere. So I'm going to go retreat in the shadows for a week. Join me next week when I come out of the shadows for a shadow dance, a shadow box, and maybe even a quick round of golf. But for now, cowabunga.
Master! Master! Where's the dreams that I've been